Hi everyone, I hope this is working. It's Megan here. I hope everyone is doing so well. I thought I'd come on here and answer some of your questions. So I have questions from Facebook and Instagram, so I'm just going to go through them now. And if you have any more, you can leave them here too. So the first question is, how did your passion for music begin? So I grew up in a very musical household. Both my parents were singers, my grandparents were singers. So there was just music in our house all the time. And my mum was part of our local musical society, and she took me along to see one of the shows, and I just fell in love with everything about it. And I've been singing ever since. So I think I was about 4 years old when I saw my first ever show, and I was obsessed ever since. The next one is, if you weren't a singer, what would your dream career be? So before I was in Celtic Woman, I was obviously studying in London, singing as well, but during the summers I would work as a special needs assistant in a children's autism unit, so I think I would probably still be doing that as well. Let's see, sorry if I'm looking here, all my questions are over on my laptop. Let's see. Are the Celtic Woman girls like sisters or just friends? No, we're sisters. Any possibility for some songs or covers during quarantine? I think so. I'm hoping to order a mic and hopefully I can record a few songs during this crazy time. What musical instruments do you play? So I play a bit of acoustic guitar and a bit of piano as well, just a little bit, nothing crazy. I can play a bit of tin whistle as well, and I would play the spoons in the show too sometimes. Sorry, I'm just reading the questions as I go. This is a really interesting question. It's, what is your favourite thing about where you are in your life right now? I love my job. I love what I do. And I'm so grateful that my friends and family are all safe right now and healthy. So I'd say those two things at the moment. Which type of music do you prefer to sing and why? Classical or contemporary? So I don't know if everyone knows this, but I studied classical singing for about 12 or 13 years. And it's only recently that I've got back into singing contemporary music. I love both of them equally, but right now I'm really loving singing contemporary music. Let's see. For the aspiring performers out there, what kinds of things did you do to get noticed? My answer to this would just be work as hard as possible. Put in that extra time, get as good as you possibly can get. With all that hard work, you will definitely get noticed. Let me see who's on here now. Hello everyone. Just reading all your comments. I hope everyone is safe and well. What is your most underrated Disney movie? Oh, that's a good question. I love Hercules. Not many people say this, but I love Hercules. Let's see. Oh, this question as well. DC or Marvel? I think Marvel. Name a song you would like to sing but haven't got to sing with Celtic Woman. I would love to sing Caledonia. I love that song. So maybe one day. What is your favourite chocolate or other sweet treat? So I actually don't really like chocolate. I'm a bit of a weirdo like that. But I love biscuits. Any kind of biscuits I'm obsessed with. Hello from Sao Paulo. That's so cool. Hello. Hello from Denmark. Wow. Hello. I hope everyone is doing well. Sorry, I'm just reading the questions as I go. What is your favourite venue that you've performed in? I think a big standout for me would be Red Rocks in Colorado. That was one of the best gigs of my life. There was a thunder and lightning storm happening behind us, and it was just very, very magical. And one I won't forget. What surprised you most when you joined the Celtic Woman family? I think this one is how close everyone is. Everyone is such a family, and I really mean that. They really are. And also just how hard everyone works, you know. It's amazing, and everyone is so talented, and people just work so hard, and it's very admirable. Let's see. Tell us more about yourself, your training, and any instruments you play. So my training, I started singing lessons when I was 8 or 9 years old, with a singing teacher, Helen McHugh. I think she's watching. Hi, Helen. I started singing lessons with her when I was about 8 or 9 years old, I think. And I started then classical training at about 13, I think. And I was classically trained until just before I joined Celtic Woman a year and a half ago. So there's Helen. Hi, Helen. Let's see. Sorry, guys, I'm just reading the questions. Let's see. Any pre-show rituals? So we would just warm up, you know, do our vocal warm-ups, and also we pinky promise before every show. All the girls, we all pinky promise, and that sets us up. We also have a handshake with our amazing production manager, Fang. We have handshakes that we do with him before every show, and without fail. Let's see. What is the best advice for an unconfident soloist who wants to gain confidence? That's a really good question, because confidence is something I've really struggled with in the past, and it's taken quite a while to get to where I am now. But I think just, you know, experience and practice are the two things, because the more you do it, the easier it gets, and the more confident you'll get doing it as well. Let's see. Oh, this is a good question. What was your first concert with Celtic Woman like, and was I nervous? So my first ever concert with Celtic Woman was recording the Castle special at Johnstown Castle. So the first time I was ever on stage with the girls was on that stage recording the special, which was so nerve-wracking. I remember it was just this whirlwind, and I was very, very nervous, but I had a lot of fun too. I had a lot of fun. How did you and the other girls meet for the first time? So I met Ava first, and I was going into a recording studio in Dublin, and Ava, I was standing outside the wrong door, the completely wrong door, and I remember seeing Ava get out of the taxi, and she just ran over to me and gave me the biggest hug, not even knowing that it was me. And then she goes, "Wait, you are Megan, aren't you?" I said, "Yeah," and we just hugged, and we've been friends ever since. And I met Mairead that day too in the studio, and then I met Tara when we went over to Real World to record Ancient Land. So that's how I met the girls. Let's see. If you could have one superpower, what would it be and why? That's a really cool question. I think I'd love to be able to like heal people. I think that'd be the superpower that I would want the most. Let's see all these. Oh, it's moving so fast. I'm trying to read all the questions. Hello from the Netherlands. Hello. From Houston, Texas. Hi, Brian. How are you? I miss Ava too, but we chat all the time. Let's see. Okay, let's see if there's any more questions here. How did you get to become a part of Celtic Woman? So I was working as a special needs assistant over the summer, and actually further back from that, I was in Paris singing, and I got an email asking me if I'd come back to Dublin and sing for Celtic Woman for an audition. So I got the Eurostar back to London, the 4-hour train up to Wales, and then a ferry back home to Dublin, so I could go in and audition. And I went in and audition and I got it. But yeah, I went in and I sang a few songs, and I ended up just jamming at the piano for ages, just singing lots of different songs, and it was actually a very fun audition, and I remember coming out of it just feeling so uplifted and positive, and it all worked out, so that was pretty good. How do you keep connected with your families while out on tour? So our families come and visit, and also FaceTime is great. You know, I chat to my family every single day when I'm out on tour. So that helps us keep going as well. Hello hi from the Philippines. That's amazing. Brazil, Germany. I hope everyone is doing well and safe. Let's see. One second, I'm trying to read all the questions. What is your favourite song that you've sang on tour? That's a really hard question. I loved singing It Came Upon a Midnight Clear during our Christmas tour. I love that song and I absolutely love getting to sing it, so hopefully I get to sing it again. Are you ever going to tour Canada? I think so. Maybe one day. Hopefully soon. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to read all the questions. There's so many of them. How old were you when you first started singing? There's a video of me singing Britney Spears when I was 3 years old. So as early as then. Do you ever get nervous? Yes, I do get nervous all the time. It actually helps with the performance, the bit of nerves. It adds that, electric atmosphere. But yes, I definitely do still get nervous. What has been your favourite part of performing with Celtic Woman? I think my favourite part about performing Celtic Woman is the people that I've got to meet. Those girls are my sisters and I absolutely love them, and everyone else, the crew, everyone, musicians, I just love everyone, and it's been incredible to get to know every single person. Also getting to perform every night it's amazing, and we have lots of fun, so definitely those two things. Hello from Paris, hi! Sorry guys, I'm trying to read all your questions here. Are you a fluent Irish speaker? I am not fluent, but I definitely have a bit of Irish. I did honours Irish for my Leaving Cert exams at home, so I can speak a little bit of Irish. Let's see. The best memory on stage. Wow, okay, that's a tough one. Maybe, I think, performing Faith's song at Red Rocks. And I just had one of those moments where I was like, this is just magical. Magical. Did you plan on becoming a Celtic woman? I dreamt of becoming a Celtic woman, and I'm very lucky and I feel very blessed. Let's see. What was the one song that made you fall in love with Celtic Woman? So, before Celtic Woman, I was touring with a group called, an orchestra called the Cross Border Orchestra of Ireland, and I got to go over and perform in Carnegie Hall in New York, and I got to be a part of choosing what songs I picked, and the first song I said was I Love Hope, and that was because I remember watching the Celtic Woman version of that song and falling in love with it. So that was literally the first thing I said, and I actually did get to sing that over there, which was incredible. Let's see. Sorry, I'm just trying to read all the questions as they come in. Let's see. Oh, I'd love to go to Egypt. That would be amazing. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to read all your questions. Let's see. How was it performing with an original member of Celtic Woman? It was incredible to perform with Chloe. We had such a fun time, and I can't wait to perform with her in the future. Let's see. Hi, Lloyd. Lloyd is watching. How are you? Let's see. More questions. Have you ever blanked during a performance? I actually have. I was 12 years old and... Oh, hi, Tara! I was 12 years old and I was singing Somewhere Over the Rainbow, and I'll never forget blanking on my words. Literally just gone. Not a clue. And I remember just standing there, and it probably was maybe 10 seconds, but it felt like my entire life had just flashed before my eyes. But I got it back, but I remember being so terrified. It's the worst feeling in the world. What was it like meeting Chloe for the first time? Amazing. Chloe is just a beautiful human, and it was amazing. Let's see. What is your favourite song from Red Rocks? All of them. It was just a magical night. It was incredible and I'll never forget it. How many shows do you do a year? So I think last year we did about over 120 shows anyway last year. Let's see. Reading all your questions. Hello from Seattle. Hi. Do you have any plans to come to Mexico? Hopefully, I'd love to go to Mexico. Let's see, any more questions here? What has been your quarantine daily routine? That is a pretty good question. So obviously these times are crazy and, you know, we're all staying at home as much as possible. So in the morning I've been getting up and going for a walk with my dog and then coming back and making some breakfast. So I'm with my family in quarantine at the moment, and so we've been playing board games. This week we're doing a come dine with me. So every night of the week, one of my family members is cooking, and you have to pick a theme. You have to cook a starter, a main, and a dessert. And it's actually my time to cook tonight. So I've been making Italian food all day. I'm about to go downstairs and make some more pizza. But just, you know, lots of board games. Just trying to keep busy and reading and painting and all that kind of stuff. Hi, Braid! Do you have a song that makes you emotional when you perform? I think a big one of those songs would be Danny Boy. You know, we love singing that every night, and it really is a quiet moment in the show where, you know, all the girls, we just feel very connected. So definitely Danny Boy. Do you get to tour the cities you're in when you have concerts? We try to get out as much as possible, even if it's just to get a coffee or, you know, a cup of tea. But yes, we try to get out as much as possible. Let's see. Reading your questions. Stage outfits, how are they decided? They are decided by the amazing Rona, and she is amazing, and I loved my dresses for the celebration tour. Absolutely loved them. Do you have a favourite book? Ooh, that's a good question. I love anything by Sarah J Maas. Really love her books. What other music do you listen to? I listen to all types of music. I love Eva Cassidy, loads of music. I can't think now. I always blank on this question. I'll answer a couple more questions and then I'm going to have to go, guys, unfortunately. But thank you so much for tuning in. And also, I will be giving away one of the celebration CDs. So I'm going to pick my favourite question from Facebook or Instagram, or I'm going to just read through them all. I'm going to pick my favourite one, and the winner will get a celebration CD. So go and check it out. If you want to buy a copy, go to the Celtic Woman official page, and you will be able to check it out. But thank you so much for joining in and for coming on here and seeing me. And I will chat to you all very, very soon. And I hope everyone is keeping well and safe. Yeah. Bye.